Good morning. Welcome to Network 360 channel. In this video, we are covering FortiGate Traffic Shaping feature. We are using FortiGate 61E hardware and firmware version is 7.0.1. The roadmap summary of this video. First, we will cover little of basics of QoS, quality of service. Then second step, we will do the walkthrough configuration of traffic shaping. Then the third, we will verify using the speedtest.net. The fourth, we will do the troubleshooting and verify using the CLI. This is our roadmap. On the basics of QoS, it's a standard, and it's not only for FortiGate. It's open standard and it's using for all the vendors, Cisco or Juniper or any other vendor. The main parameters of QoS is bandwidth, delay, jitter, and loss. This is the parameters basically for the QoS parameters, and we can do in QoS in the class of QoS in the two-way, layer 2 and layer 3. Layer 2 is 802.1p class of services, and layer 3 DSCP and type of services we are using. In firewall, mostly we are using the DSCP value in general, IDF standard and open standard. Layer 3 traffic shaping we are using. In FortiGate also we are using the layer 3 traffic shaping. Let's say one packet is entering into your firewall or any L3 device. The QoS process is starting from there. First it will do the admission control. What will check, okay, this packet is we have to admit or not into the packet flow. If there is a queue length and the queue is okay, the packet size, whatever other parameters, then the packet will be entering into the flow. Next is a classification. We have to classify what type of packet that one. It's high priority, low priority, or default priority, or best effort. After the classification, we will do the marking and policing, where the marking and policing means we will do the markdowns. Let's say some algorithm we will use it. How is the packet? We will process the packet. Let's leaky bucket or token based. FortiGate is using token based bucket. That is a policing mechanism. How it is working? We will let's say you configured one of the policy 192.168.10.1. It's guaranteed bandwidth and maximum bandwidth. Guaranteed bandwidth, you give 1 MB. So 1 MB token will be already allocated to the firewall. So whenever the packet is coming, the same time the packet will process and it will exit from the to the next queue. For the scheduling and traffic shaping, other works, the packet will flow to the next step. You can Google it. The algorithm is, as per my knowledge, it is using token bucket based algorithm for the policing. Then after the policing, then the queuing and scheduling. Let's say we have the three queues. If you open here, you can see high, low, medium queues. So high queue always very, the little time, that is delay will be very sensitive. So the high priority queue will be passed without any delay. So the queuing and scheduling mechanism will do the same thing, is using the same way it is for common for all the QoS mechanism. The last step is traffic shaping. Traffic shaping, we can do the policing or shaping. Normally we'll do the shaping, and the FortiGate is using shaping. Traffic shaping, then it will exit on the packet will exit on the exit interface. When we are classifying the packet, we broadly we have two type of classification. One is the network control traffic. That is a high priority one. Your normal network controls type of packets. The second one is user and data traffic. User and data traffic normally subdivided in IETF model for four different category based on the bitrate, based on the application. Constant bitrate applications like voice over IP communication, then the constant bitrate real time voice over IP, then the variable bitrate, the interactive videos, that also real time. Then the other one, IPTV or streaming, that's the third one. The last one is best effort. This is the four classification. Then once we classified the packet, then we will do the queuing, policing, and based on the sorry, scheduling, we will do the traffic shaping and exiting the traffic. This is the basics of the QoS. Very basic. If you want to know more, we can do one more video. So let me go to the configuration part. Traffic shaping, normally we have to apply most of the organizations, because we have to prioritize some traffic based on your business. It may be Office 365 traffic, or Salesforce traffic, or voice over IP. Based on your business requirement, you have to prioritize some of the traffic. Otherwise, what will happen? Some of the users will download huge amount of data. It will spike. It will utilize all the channel, your internet channel. My lab, I am using 10 Mbps LAN. So we will do the walkthrough, how we can configure, how we can verify, and how we can troubleshoot. We can do the walkthrough, and you will get a good knowledge about the traffic shaping. Basically, FortiGate having three type of traffic shaping. You can see from the traffic policy and object traffic shaping. First type is shared, second type is per IP, and third one is interface based. This is traffic shaping profile. This is interface based. So we will create now, and we will do the testing. I'm creating shared. So let me do 2 megabits shared. Okay, we'll give quality of service. I'm giving the priority high. Maximum bandwidth, I'm giving 2 Mbps. So it's kilobits, so MB we have to do. Okay, 2000, guaranteed 1000. DSCP we are not using. Basically, FortiGate is a per hop based QoS mechanism. It's applying this all is per hop based, because what is per hop based? When you are applying traffic shaping here, it will apply only over that FortiGate device. Let's say in your organization you have 2, 3, or 4 firewalls. You have 2 firewalls from FortiGate and exit firewall from the Cisco or Palo Alto or Checkpoint. then we can use a DSCP value. DSCP value, once you applied here, it will apply on the L3 of the packet type of services. So the chart you will get, and based on the priority you can make here the high priority. If it's a voice traffic, you can put AE41 something. You can just Google it. So you will get that DSCP value. If you apply the DSCP value, it will forward to the next device, because this is open standard. Okay, on this exercise we are not using DSCP. Okay, 2 MB is maximum bandwidth, 1 MB is guaranteed bandwidth. 1 MB guaranteed bandwidth, you remember when we discussed about the basics, I told you the policing time, we can make a leaky bucket. So basically leaky bucket token based leaky bucket. So basically what will happen, we will give the based on this guaranteed bandwidth, we will allocate the bandwidth. So whenever the packet is coming, okay, tokens available. If the token is available, then the same time packet will exit. So shared one we created 2 MB be shared. Okay. Now the second part, we have to create a policy. Here in my case I'm using all to all, because after this I will go to the policy. It's a lab setup, schedule always, services, I'm giving all. Here if you want, let's say before we discuss normal organizations, they want to do control based on the application, you can do. You will get YouTube or Office 365 based on the application, you can do, or URL category also. Like you want to allocate only 2 MB for this category, you can do. Business category, you can allocate 2 MB. So the lab purpose I'm not selecting, and my exit is in the WAN 1. Apply shaper, I'm using the shade, 2 MB shade, reverse also. Why we have to put in the reverse also? Because when you are streaming a video, you are giving get command. After that you are getting all the contents downloading. So we have to do both direction, forward direction, reverse direction also. In this case we applied 2 Mbps shade. Okay, so we created, and we created traffic shape, shared traffic shape. After that we applied a traffic shaping profile. Here if you want, you can specify based on your requirement, source and destination addresses or services, whatever it's. In lab purpose I'm just gone through options is available. Okay, so done. So we will go to the speed test. We will check how we are getting. Before that I will go to the firewall policy. I am using the Wi-Fi. All to all is allowed, only one policy. So we will go to the speed test. We will disable the policy and we will check it out, what is the current full pipe I am getting before applying QoS or traffic shaping. Okay, as I told you, my lab internet speed is 10 MB. Okay, I am getting 9.4 MB. So now we created 2 MB shared, and we are enabling that one. We will redo the test again. We configured 1 MB as the guaranteed bandwidth and 2 MB max. 1.7. So we can see that 1.7 we already applied the traffic shaping. Now what we will do the diagnosing using CLI. For that we have to check it out session table. Session table we can see which policy is applied, traffic shaping policy is applied, what is the guaranteed and what is the maximum bandwidth, and what bit is now is going on, all the things. Diagnose system session filter SRC 192.168.10.4 destination port 443 system session list, the list. So let's say one session details. We are using the shared 2 MB, and this is a shared origin and reverse, forward and reverse, guaranteed max traffic drops. So this is the one dropped, so we can see that it is already applied and we are getting the result also. Shaping policy ID, we can see the policy ID 1. So before continue, we can do small modification on the traffic shaping policy. So we can see, okay, the policy ID is 1. It's, which one? Okay, so for that we have to click here, go to ID, apply. Better to move to left. Okay. Shaping policy ID 1. And this is the bits dropping, and this is the details. So we are using the policy ID 1. Next traffic shaping, next one is per IP. Per IP, what I will do, I'll create 5 MB. Maximum bandwidth per IP 5 MB. I am not using the concurrent connection, concurrent TCP or UDP. I am not using DHCP value. I am just specifying the 5000 kbps, that's 5 MB for each IP. Okay. Once I created, then I will go to the traffic shaping policies, create. Per IP all to all, schedule always, service I am giving all, application that on the shared which I told you. Here you have all the options. You can granular based, you can do the traffic shaping. In my lab I'm not doing that one. Then the WAN 1 exit shape shared no per IP 5 MB applied. The policy, traffic shaping policy, same like our IPv4 policy or firewall policy. it will from top to bottom. So we have to move the policy to top, then only, because we are specifying all to all. If it is below, then the first one it will hit. Now 5 MB, we are doing apply shaper per IP. We will go and do the traffic test, speed test. Okay, 4.9. We will check our session table. So before we saw it the shared one, now it's changed. Now it is a per IP. Per IP we will get 5 MB shaping policy ID 2. So policy ID 2 is 5 MB. So it is applying policy ID. The details, policy, direction, tunnel, everything is here. So the second type of the traffic shaping model also we did, shared. The last one is interface based or profile based. So 5 MB we will give 6 MB. We have to create the classes. Total 32 classes we can create. Oh, this is all my old creation. So I did test 5. We'll create the class. Here what is the difference? Before we are applying bandwidth directly. In the profile based one, you cannot apply directly the bandwidth. It's a percentage. So I will tell you the process. We have to specify what is our bandwidth in the from the ISP we are getting. In my case, I am getting the 10 MB. So before doing the let's say what I will do, I will cancel this one. Cancel. So I'll first go to the interface. WAN 1. MB. You know, before we are going over there, so from here itself we can create it the same 5 MB test 5. So guaranteed bandwidth 1 MB, so 10%. Maximum bandwidth I'm preferring 6 MB, so we will give 60. So 10 is my total bandwidth, 10 MB. And in this class ID, what I am doing is 60 maximum. So 60% is 6 MB. Priority I am giving top. Okay. MB, 5 MB. Okay. So we'll go to the policy, traffic shaping profile, 5 MB. Next one, we have to create same like policy. We have to create the traffic shaping policy. This is profile. Same one. Outgoing interface 1 1. apply shaper. I'm not doing it, so I'm doing the class ID which I created, test 5, applied. Then we move the traffic to the top. Sorry, especially for the interface based traffic shaping. Let's say you want to give a guaranteed bandwidth for the voice over IP for all the users. It's guaranteed percentage. Let's say you have 100 MB, 10 MB for the voice over IP or Office 365. You can apply on the interface level. So it will apply for all the users. For all the users are using the exiting over that interface. But interface level traffic shaping, it's require the NP6 chipset. This hardware, it is more over hardware based, and some of the model it will not support. I am using 61E. It's not supporting. You can go to the doc, then you can find out which model is supporting. I believe more above 500 it is supporting the interface based traffic shaping. But we can do the testing because we can see the session table, the data will be there, the configuration will be there, the the wire speed chip ASICs will not get affect, so that's why we will not get that policy. But what we can see, on the session table we can see which one is taking. So not only session table, on the interface level also we can see, okay, which one is applied interface level policy. So we created a profile, we attached to the traffic shaping profile, and on the interface level we have to do the bandwidth, then only, because it's a percentage based, about 10%, 50% all. So 5 MB outbound bandwidth, 10 MB. Okay. So let me go to the testing. You can see, because 9.5 MB. If I go to the CLI, now it is, you can see shaping policy ID 2. I'm going, class ID will be there and policy ID is applied. But this is applying. But the problem is hardware level, it will not take effect due to the chipset, the hardware limitations, because it's a 61E low end model. So interface level we will see. Interface list WAN 1. It is already applied. Aggress traffic control, bandwidth, heat, class 5, allocated 6 MB, guaranteed 1 MB, current bandwidth 6 kbps, forward. So the configuration side is everything is okay, only the hardware level is different. That's why we are not getting the result. If you are using the, I believe it's more than 500, then interface level for traffic shaping also you can do, and all the users using that interface, you can specify, okay, this type of traffic, the minimum guaranteed bandwidth this much, like that, all configuration you can do. So what we did, we gone through the basics of QoS, class of services. Then we did the configuration walkthrough. 3 type of configuration. It's a shared traffic shaping, per IP, and interface based. we did the verification on the GUI. We will go to the network speed test. Same time we tested using the diagnose what is the policy and which policy is taking. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like and if you like the video, please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.